Hey, good evening, everybody. This is BurntCole, and I want to talk about something a little bit out of I don't know, out of the norm. That's a good way to put it. Out of the norm. I want to talk about woo-woo stuff and spiritual stuff here for a second, because as I'm driving on this Interstate 85 from North Carolina to Virginia, I just there's large motifs or themes or just big overarching patterns that I'm seeing as I think about different problems going on here in I was about to say these United States. Man, that's how bad it's gotten. We've gotten very divided, but the United States. We've gotten so bad here in this country about being very divided, and there's a spiritual aspect to that too. Sure, certainly. I'm not even going to talk about religion here. I don't care if anybody, goes to a building that says something on it, and you get around with a bunch of your buddies and say, "Oh, we're such and such. We do such and such on this day." I don't care about that stuff. Inside everybody, inside you, you have a brain. You have a skull. You have a spine. You have organs. These organs pass through hormones. There's just different ways of finding consciousness within yourself. And throughout human history, I believe that there have been those people who realize that consciousness is unfathomable. It's more than, or not unfathomable. Excuse me. It's very. I think what I'll get to is internal. It's an internal thing. I don't know what's going on in your head. You don't know what's going on in my head, and that's a really good thing. There's a lot. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to self-deprecate here. Come on, BurntCole. No, the point of woo-woo spirituality nowadays is that there's something going on inside everybody. There's something inside my friends. There's inside the people that I come in contact with. Hopefully I'm just a rare person, and it's not happening to too many of you guys. But I've been I've been like a catalyst, a corrosive catalyst for those in my life. They just all change, and their life gets either better or worse whenever I'm around. And I found that my life is changing constantly, and the people come in and out of it. And I had a period of career success. A period of career success that I couldn't even, that I didn't understand and ask for, and then I also didn't appreciate whenever I had it. But that career success had a really it was not a normal way of coming to an end. I'll say that. And I won't say that I'm at the end of my career, but for what I was doing, I was getting the message. Hey man, you're trained for this. You can do the job. You can do the job great. There's no logical reason why you keep getting fired, but you keep getting fired. Maybe there's something going on in the universe saying you're not supposed to do this job. And that started me thinking about some of the other stuff that was going on in my life. Parents who go through their stuff, and I'm going through my ordeals as a parent at the same time. A wife falls out of love with you. Just life hit me, and it's not all logical. It doesn't make any sense. It's not like, I have facts and answers to go with all this. So I've got to turn to, okay, what does my spirit say? What does my gut say? Whenever I get past what my head is trying to say, and I really and sometimes I'll feel like little, tingly little shivers on my spine whenever I'm saying something that is like, hey, yeah, listen to that. And the more I tuned into that and said, listen to that, the louder that little tingle got. Just listen to me and how weird this must sound, because it's probably not a tingle for you. It's probably not like you talking to yourself. There's some people who have no internal visualization or no internal audio stuff, and I can't understand that. But they have a soul, they have a spirit, And what I'm trying to get to is we all have that spirit here on this earth right now to go through what you're going through right now in order to get you to something on the other side. Like, I know my gifts. I don't like all my gifts, but I know my gifts. And I just have to use my gifts whenever the time comes. That's my thing. That's what my spirit has made clear. And everybody's going through it. We're all connected. Nobody's left out of this. You're not left out of this. If you don't have anything falling apart or something that's building up magically right now, because that's I think what it comes down to is right now everybody's got something that's falling apart and disintegrating, or something that's building up magically. And that's just the times are changing. This new age, it's something's happening. I don't know. You know. I know it for me, and you know it for you. And if you're sitting there watching this, you got your little thumb on the screen, and you're saying, this guy's full of it, he has no idea, I don't know. If you say to yourself, I don't know, you're lying. You're a damn liar. There's something in you that knows. Your head might know. You might not be able to put it into words, but you know. Listen to it. Listen to that little gut rumble, that little ear tingle. If your hair stands up, there's something's going on where that other voice inside of your body is talking to you. And if you do not listen to that voice, it will break the stuff around you. It will. And mine started breaking stuff. So I started listening. So don't follow my mistake and ignore that voice inside you, or ignore that feeling within you, or ignore that little thing. If something in there is saying something, yeah, this is me, BurntCole, telling you that we're in a new spiritual age. We're in a new boo-boo age. It doesn't make sense. Like, I like rationality, I like logic, I like understanding that if the votes are cast this way, we're going to get a certain outcome. But then there's certain times where we're just like, what happened? At least in my life, at least in 2025, 2024, the previous years. I'm at this point now where I want to share information with you and everybody that I can. Just because I've changed, I've learned the lesson, I'm ready for the next one. So, as I get ready for the next one and the next lesson, I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to the road and ask you guys to just listen to that voice. Listen to that little rumble. Listen to the tingle. And if you want to let me know about whatever it is that happened to you where you said, yeah, something's talking to me, it's been very recently, it's getting louder. Because that's the thing, these are all getting louder. Something's getting stronger, and it's affecting all of us. Alright, let me know what you think. Join me for the next lesson or ramble. I really appreciate it. Talk to you later.